I'm not only going to be taking on 14 of the top wrestling promotions that Fire Pro Wrestling World and Fire Promoter has to offer, I am also going to be taking on the WWE and AEW. The WWE and AEW, Stephanie McMahon, Triple H, and Tony Khan, both are starting their Fire Pro promotions with 10 of their top stars. Now, besides the 10 stars they've selected to begin this war, there will also be various superstars from each promotion that are in free agency. But to start things off, in the WWE, the 10 wrestlers selected are AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Edge, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns. For AEW, Tony Khan's selections were Darby Allin, Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley, Bryan Danielson, Wardlow, Kenny Omega, MJF, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, and CM Punk. Now, for my roster, I went after the biggest superstars I could find that were actually free agents. I didn't want to take from any existing promotions. I think I did a pretty good job of that. In the end, I made one change, and I did cheat a little bit. I went to Impact, and I took a wrestler from Impact and added them to the roster. And we'll start with that wrestler. That was Rhino. Next up, I went with Eric Redbeard Rowan. I followed that up with Bray Wyatt. We then went with Bray's brother, Bo Dallas. My fifth selection was Braun Strowman. And my final selection, as I only took 6, I tried to make it a little more difficult for myself to climb up the rankings and win the war. An aged Rob Van Dam. So there are my starting 6 wrestlers. And so here's a quick rundown of the other promotions. If you're familiar with Fire Pro Wrestling, you know what they are. But I did have to eliminate 2 to add in WWE and AEW. So starting with me, and if you just keep an eye on the details box as I click through each, you'll see that I have a roster of 6. I can currently, with my gym size, hold up to 8 wrestlers. My home territory is America, and I only have $200,000 in assets. I think that puts me second last. And then above that, popularity, I am about as unpopular as it gets. To the right of that, you see that my promotion, I decided to go with a strong style of wrestling, and all 6 of my wrestlers fit strong style. SWA is the big boy in this game. They have $50 million in assets. They are extremely popular throughout the world. NCPW next with $32 million. Then we have KOG, KFS, the MWA, JTW, MPW, BME. WWE then is next. They are starting with $3.5 million in assets and, of course, 10 wrestlers. And you can see they're a showman promotion, very popular in Japan and America. AEW, not quite as popular, a little less in assets, $2.5 million. But, of course, they're also in America, also a showman-style promotion, and also starting with 10 wrestlers. Then we have Ace. We are now below the millions. They go down to $550K in assets and only 4 wrestlers. ONI, $450K. TFC, $400. DFW jumps up a little bit to $600K. ROW goes up to $650. And then we have SL. They are second last, $350K, 4 wrestlers, and then that's a lucha style promotion. And then, of course, as I mentioned, I am last. So I've got my work cut out for me to try to go from the 17th place promotion all the way up to number 1. And I believe as you go on, you can unearth some wrestlers that aren't going to currently show as free agents. So we'll take a quick look at the current available free agents. And obviously I'm going to be looking for strong style to join my promotion. But we have Claudio Castagnoli. He is a strong style, but he's very unpopular, at least as of now. We have Nick Aldis. He is the same in popularity. He is also strong style. And Finn Balor, a little more popular, but he is a showman. In Latin America, we have a lot of the standard wrestlers. We do have one I see here. So we have Santos, Rodriguez, Marino, Martin, then Pentagon Jr. Unfortunately, he is a lucha style. And it doesn't mean I can't bring another style into my promotion, of course, but I'm going to focus on the strong style. In Japan, we have, again, I think these are all the standard come with the game wrestlers, if you will. Got some MMA mixed in there, but we got a good bit of strong style. And then finally, the North American free agents. We have a good mixed bag here. We've got Fandango. He's got a very good popularity, but he's a showman. Moose, Lawrence Holland, the Sandman, Ernest the Cat. Nope, it's not Ernest the Cat. We have Ernest Miller, Abby Jones. We have Nathan Dixon, Jamie Wilson, Jeff Bryan, Alex Anderson, Charles Young. This guy is a strong style, and he is a superstar in America, in ABA, and the other countries. He is on the list. This is a guy I'd like to lock up. Matt Robinson, David Houston, and Mickey Williams that we're all familiar with if you've played this game before. Then we've got Ricky Starks, Apollo Crews, Brian Cage, and one half of the Young Bucks. Where's the other Young Buck at? I can tell you he is in this game, but Matt Jackson is available in North America. So there you have it. I just thought I would run down the rosters for the opening episode, give you kind of a taste of what is to come. Next episode, we'll run our first card. We might run our first couple. I don't know exactly how I'll put these together. And we're going to go after some free agents. We'll invite some wrestlers to our first card and keep our fingers crossed that we can have a successful opening event. So if you haven't already done so and you made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, giving the video a like. Give me a comment on what do you think so far. What do you think my chances are to win the new, I'm not going to call them the Monday Night Wars, but the new wrestling war, the New Age war. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.